Now we're going to go on and do percentiles. And we're going to start with maybe an 80th, excuse me, go back, an 80th percentile. Again, click where you want it to report. I'm going to click on the FX, and I'm going to look up percentile, and hit go. And there it is. I'm going to use the exe, the execute function of percentile, so I hit OK. And notice it asks for me the array that I want to use and the K. So the array is going to be the data. So I'm going to click on the data and go all down and get all 111 observations again. So all the way down here to the bottom. Okay. Whoop. Just make sure I just get that data. Okay. And then the K is going to be wherever I want it to be. It has to be, notice it says right here, it tells you it has to be between 0 and 1. So this is the decimal. If I want the 90th percentile, I want 0.9. Okay? And then I hit OK. And there it is. That's the, oh, I wanted 80th percentile. I need to go back and change that. How about if I go up here to the formula bar and I change it? Notice I clicked in here at the formula bar, and right where it says 0.9, I'm going to go back and take out the 0.9 and put in the 0.8. So I'm right up here on the formula bar, and now that I've corrected it to 0.8, I hit enter, and it corrected it to the 80th percentile. If I wanted the 90th percentile, we already did that one. Let's do the 60th percentile for whatever reason I might want it. Again, I go hit FX, hit percentile EX. If I don't see it, I type it in, but it's right there, so I hit go. Again, I just hit my data, all my data in the first array. All 111 observations. There we go. And I wanted the 60th, so that's 0.6, right? Okay, and hit OK, and there it is. Now I can also do quartiles. Now I could do the quartiles by picking the 25th, 50th, and 75th percentiles, but the quartiles, we actually have a function in Excel. So if I click FX and I look for quartile, if I can spell it, and hit go. There's the quartile, and again I'm going to use the exe function, the execute function, and I click OK, and the array I want is again my data. So I'm going to go down and copy all of my data. Make sure that I get all 111 observations. There we go. I do. And then it asks me which quartile, and notice down here it tells you these have to be between a value of 1, 2, 3, or 4. Now if I pick the 4, that's going to give me for the whole data, 100% of the data. But if I want a quartile, the first quartile, so if I put in a 1 for the first quartile, that's going to give me the first 25% of the data. If I hit OK, there's the first, so I'm going to put next to it first. And then I'm going to do the second. So I want to make sure I find the second quartile. So I'm going to go hit FX, do my quartile again, OK, do my same array, enter all the data. Now you could just enter the reference numbers here yourself if you want to. Notice you could put in, what is it, B2 to B112 if you wanted to. And now I want the second quartile, so I hit OK. And there's the second. And if I want the third quartile is going to be FX, quartile EXE, and my array again is my data, going all the way down. And I want the third quartile, and hit OK. So this is telling me my parts, the first 25% of the data, the second quartile is the 50%, so this is actually the median. So this is actually the second quartile is actually where the 50% is. So 50% of the data is below it, 50% of the data is above it. That's actually the median. Half the data is above, if I can spell, half is below. And then here's the third quartile, which is 75% of the data is below. Top 25% is above. Okay? So that's how you do percentiles and quartiles really easy.